Hello, this is Any Day, watching any movie any day. And I just came back from watching Michael. Michael was a movie that I was very excited to watch. I didn't have many expectations on it because I don't have that much knowledge about Michael Jackson in general. I don't know his history. Uh, the most I can say is that I really love a lot of his songs, but I felt like just watching a biopic, I could learn about his history pretty effectively. And one of the things that bothered me a lot about the movie itself was that 2 days before the movie released, the Rotten Tomato score said that it was a 27%. And normally I don't let that get to me. This was one of those times when the score was so low that I was thinking to myself, what could possibly be wrong with this movie? And I went in with an open mind, but I was very cautiously optimistic. I went in and I had a great time. I thought that this was a great movie. It's not perfect. It does seem very surface level. I feel like it didn't delve deeper into anyone's character, but I feel like it was a genuinely very good movie. And oh my god, hearing okay, I want to go. I want to go in chronological order at least. Jaafar Jackson was Michael. He was. I have no idea how he pulled it off. I was watching him and I felt like it was actually Michael Jackson on the screen, and it was just mind blowing to me. I was lucky enough that I managed to watch this in an early screening, and it was high definition resolution. And most of the only complaints I really have against this movie are maybe there's a little bit of choppy editing. The cinematography was fantastic. Jaafar Jackson's performance is top quality. I thought that he was absolutely perfect as Michael Jackson, and you can tell how well he's managing to emote through his face and with so little words. He manages to capture that spirit of Michael Jackson, in my opinion. Miles Teller was completely unrecognizable as John Bronca, and he completely he had some of the funniest moments in the movie. A lot of laughs in the theater. It was just a grand old time. Um, a lot of the songs is he seeing ABC performed was so fun. I enjoyed it so much. So many other songs and the general history of what happened during the filming, like for example, Beat It involved actual members of gangs working together in the video. I felt like that was just I didn't know that. It was just an incredible little factoid of history. And my personal favorite moment in this movie was definitely the final performance of Bad. Hearing one of my favorite songs, even Billie Jean, hearing Billie Jean with that quality theater sound, surround sound, it was chills. Everyone in the audience was just cheering and clapping. It was phenomenal movie. I adored the hell out of it. The story itself, I believe that the movie itself was very good. My probable only complaints are, well, as I mentioned before, the editing is a little off at times, and Bubbles was it didn't look like he was actually there. He looked very he looked very CG, but it might have just been because the screen is bigger, so it looks worse. I'm not sure. I couldn't tell you, but I finished the movie and I enjoyed myself. I loved it. I couldn't see what exactly the critics found distasteful about it. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go through the Rotten Tomatoes page and see what the hell the problem is with the movie, what people have problems with. All right, I have the Rotten Tomatoes page open right here. Let's see, oh god, we're gonna look at it. Okay, right now it's 36%. It's gone up. The audience popcorn meter is still not active because I saw it at an early screening, so it'll most likely adjust when we hit the 24th, the proper release date. Let's see. While Jaafar Jackson's smooth moves bring the beginning of pop to uncanny life, this musical biopic mostly plays like a greatest hits album that could have benefited from including linear notes to give actual insight into the icon. Okay. Let's see. There's only, wait, how many are there? Oh god. What is this shit, man? Just let me read the review. What is this? No. What are you doing? Okay, I guess I can't read the review then. Cool. Let's see. New York Post. Michael review: Micheal Jackson biopic is painfully bad. This is it. Thank you. Piss off. I'm flabbergasting to see Michael, the new biopic about Micheal Jackson, the best-selling solo artist of all time, crash and burn into a cheap and embarrassing bore. Say what you will about Micheal Jackson, God knows there's plenty to say. He was not boring and he had style. Not so for terrible Michael, though. I asked the generally capable director, are you okay? Yes, Michael, with a screenplay by a team of lawyers, is formulaic. Most musicians' life stories on screen are, some like Elvis, are still fantastic when shackled by those familiar constraints. How to slap a halo on someone so scant. Are you fucking kidding me? No, fuck you. That's the reason why you... Okay. Okay, Okay. Greatest entertainer, that's what the people want, pure escapism. Don't stop till you get enough evolves Michael from the Golden Voice, littlest member of the Jackson 5 to an adult icon. In 1979, you still feel nothing. Goosebumps we anticipate during the famous 1983 Motown 25 performance of Billie Jean and the filming of a Thriller music video never pop up because they're shot in such a pedestrian, buzz-killing manner. What are you talking about? At that concert, now stayed, the camera pans hypnotically back and forth like a yard sprinkler as extras have fake-looking paroxysms in the crowd. We're not engaged at all, and we never get a real sense of how massive Jackson was because Michael is so limited in scope and lacking in flair. What are you talking about? There was such a vibe while watching the movie. Like, I felt like I was actually there. That's what it felt like. It was phenomenal. Oh my god. I haven't seen the Queen biopic though. Since Michael isn't burdened with how weird, creepy, and sad Jackson's life became, shouldn't there be an abundance of fun and flash? How about some emotional household drama? Michael's a press play by Colin Domingo, but not monstrous or truly threatening. Even when he belts his kids, he's more of a cranky Archie Bunker. What? You wanted the abuse to be worse on screen? How accurate do you want everything to be? It's a movie. It's not going to be like perfect. It doesn't add much juice to the main thread, which is Michael gaining the courage to leave Joe and Jackson 5 behind with the help of lawyer John Bronca, made to look like Jim Belushi. Yeah, see, I did not recognize him. I was like, he looks like an aged down fuck, who was that guy's name? The guy from Reservoir Dogs. I can't remember his name right now. It's hard for viewers to rally around a contract. The riff needed to be more about family ties. We learned a lot about Tito, Jermaine, Jackie, Marlon, and Randy, except that they refused to play a game of Twister with their brother. Okay, I would have liked to see like more of the dynamic between him and his brothers. I do agree with that. It would have been nice, but I mean, it's just there's not few dramas that could have been created or glossed over to make this Zeus look too human. Michael's fire injury during a 1983 Pepsi commercial that burned his face and neck, and his diagnosis of vitiligo, the disease that caused patches of his skin to become pasty white or rushed. It's much more important, apparently, that we see him kiss a llama. I don't agree. I feel like the movie was more of a celebration of Michael Jackson. I feel like that in that sense the movie did its job perfectly. It's not a perfect movie. It absolutely is not. I feel like there are things that could have been improved, but it's being this harsh towards a movie is just when I was younger, I wanted to be a movie critic. I wanted to be like the big people, the big shots, you know, Roger Ebert. I used to read his reviews on movies, especially after he passed away. And now I see reviews like this that are so needlessly harsh. It's like you don't even enjoy movies. What's unfortunate is that 29-year-old Jaafar is genuinely quite good. Okay, everyone agrees with that. The movie is too poorly directed and abysmally written for anyone to escape unscathed. The writing does leave a bit to be desired. I feel like there could have been more, especially for the runtime. But I don't think that's like a serious flaw with the movie. I don't think it ruins the movie personally. I'll make a sequel that takes place after most of Jackson's biggest hits have come out that shows him having sleepovers with 8-year-olds tangling. Oh god. Okay, let's read one more review. I'm very curious. That one was like the most negative one that I've seen so far. Even as an exercise in jukebox fan service, Michael is a dud. Okay, read all reviews. More often than not, it is when Jackson is away from the spotlight that the movie regresses into a tragic comic cartoon. Michael is a film you'll enjoy thanks to the power of the artist's music and Jaafar Jackson's strong performance, not because of the merits of its simple, superficial storytelling. It's a very surface level story, but it's not a bad movie. I don't think that makes it a bad movie. At absolute worst, I could say it's like a good but slightly mediocre movie, but that's as far as I'll go. This Michael is flat, barely human. God. Okay, so I do understand the general complaints, at least. I understand. I understand them, but I refute them personally. I feel like they aren't as serious. But sometimes when I read reviews like this, I just think to myself, I'm trying to be a movie reviewer, but I'm not thinking like this. I'm not being overly harsh to the art of filmmaking. I should be, but I just don't have the heart in me to do that. I don't want to do that. If I enjoy a movie, I give it a good rating. If I don't enjoy a movie, I give it a slightly bad rating, but I'll still mention the good things about it. like some of these people, like I feel like they just enjoy tearing movies apart just for just for you know just for the fact that they can. Uh, well, if you watched the movie this far, thank you, thank you for watching the video. This got pretty long. If you want more movie reviews like this, I'm not gonna be watching too many movies later. I have a couple. I'm excited to see Backrooms and The Breadwinner. At the moment, I'm a little financially down, so I had to like cut the theater membership that I have. But if you do want to see more reviews like this, I promise they will come. It'll just take a bit, but please like and subscribe if you want more genuine conversations about these movies. And if you have a movie that you want me to review, I'm always open to suggestions. Anything on Netflix, anything like that, I am open to. All you have to do is leave a comment. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.